Hey, how's it going? This is Melinda and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about the strive for excellence. You know, in the last couple of weeks you and I have been talking about maybe some quality control issues or the price of vinyl records, vinyl sales, but today I want to talk to you about two records that I think are absolutely perfect. They knocked them out of the park. Excellence when it comes to vinyl records. And I love vinyl. I'm always going to be a vinyl record collector, fan, listener, and I really, really appreciate excellence. Before I get started talking about that, I was just in here preparing for my video when I got a huge kick in the gut. We've lost a legend. As I record this today, I heard the news that Quincy Jones has passed away at the age of 91. He had an incredible long life, beloved, great musician, and I mean, you could probably name every accolade possible. I mean, there isn't a Grammy he hasn't won. But I just want to say, for me, when I hear the name Quincy Jones, I'm taken back to being age 12, 13. He's always going to be the producer of the incredible album Thriller by Michael Jackson for me. Thank you to Michael Jackson and to Quincy Jones for putting out such great music that was so important to me back when I needed it most, back in those horrible early teenage years that I think we can all relate to. Aren't they horrible, those early teenage years? But you know, Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson created something very, very special. And Quincy Jones, of course, had a lot of great things to be excited about. But that one is the one for me that stands out. And it just hurts to know that he's no longer here. But I celebrate the work that he did, and I'm glad and thank him for his contributions to what he has brought to my life. So now let's go ahead and get started with a release that has recently come out. You can order it right now from Impex Records. And some of you who watch my channel might wonder, what is Impex Records? It is a really cool boutique music label. They put out great sounding audiophile records, and they strive with their packaging, sound quality, absolutely amazing. And I want to give a special thank you to A.B. Fawn. She is the founder of Impex Records and recently sent a one-step to me from Impex Records that I am so excited to talk to you about. And I love you guys. I love all of the guys that are here in the vinyl community. You've been nothing but amazing gentlemen to me. But I also have to say it's really cool to know that there is a female out there, a woman, who is the founder of a very cool music label. So my hat's off to you, A.B. Fawn, and thank you so much for being someone I can look up to. And she sent this incredible record my way. I want to talk about this record, but to give you a little bit of an introduction to Impex Records, this is a label I've been buying for a long time. Let me just show you some of the titles that I have in my collection from Impex. Miles Davis ESP. And you can always tell an Impex record. There's this iconic gold sticker here on the back. And this is a great release. One that if you watch a lot of vinyl videos and you date back a couple of years ago, no doubt you know this release. It is a Friday Night in San Francisco. Absolutely incredible record, beautiful packaging. This was 45 RPM. And why everybody was talking about it is because when you bought this record and you put it on your turntable, you honestly felt like you were in that concert venue listening to the show. Unbelievable. And they deserved all of the praise they got. Impex Records deserves the praise for that release. And these are also some great sounding Impex Records, green sleeves, beautiful. Misty, an incredible Impex release. like I said, they strive for great sounding records. Blow Up, another wonderful release. And my first one step that I bought was incredible, from Impex Records. This is Gets Gilberto, the 45 RPM version that absolutely has an amazing sound quality, unbelievable. And I have already had a really great sounding version of this record, but this one blows anything else I've ever had away. So I love the quality of the packaging when it comes to Impex. And it came in this beautiful yellow. It felt so good, kind of a leathery feel box. So it's a one step. So having introduced you now to Impex Records, let me talk about the release that I want to show you and talk to you about today, because it's absolutely incredible. A little bit of a funny backstory though. The one I'm going to be talking to you about today, Sing and Dance with Frank Sinatra. This one came out in 1950, so it's pretty old, you guys. A great release that was released back in its day on a 78. It was also released as a 33 RPM back in those early days. It was on a 10-inch record, you know, and so this is a fantastic Frank Sinatra record. And when I was at Expona back in April, I bought this one from one of the booths. I don't even remember. It was either Elusive Disc or it might have even been Acoustic Sounds. But I bought this 33 RPM version of this record and so excited to buy it, only to, after I've had it, you know, on my way home from Expona, realize, oh man, I didn't mean to buy this, because I knew that the one step from Impex was coming. And so I just was like, oh, I should have waited. I shouldn't have bought this one, because I know there's going to be a 45 RPM version in this beautiful packaging. I was still in love with that Gets Gilberto release. So I wanted to have this one on the one step too. But, you know, I got this one home. I played it. I enjoyed it. I thought, okay, that's good enough for me. I'm happy. But thankfully, that's not the end of the story. A.B. Fawn sent a beautiful promotional copy my way of this one step, and I just want to take you through it, because it's absolutely stunning and such an important release, and especially if you love Frank Sinatra, and I do. I love listening to Frank Sinatra. So let me just start off with just every attention to detail. This is the plastic that comes over the one step. It has a beautiful hype sticker telling you everything about this. It even has a cute little picture of Frank Sinatra, a great detail. And I showed you that yellow copy of Gets Gilberto and the leathery feel. This one is a beautiful cream color, and it feels like a linen. It's got a really cool linen look to it, a great feel, a beautiful box. And what's inside really blew me away. Here is, again, this is the album cover. It is so thick and sturdy. It's not going to bend or crease. Beautiful, a great spine. And when you get my age, being able to read spines is very important. It's a 2 LP set, 45 RPM, one step. And so not only are you on this one getting the incredible record and all the music on the record, you're getting studio sessions. You're getting Frank Sinatra talking in between takes. And the amount of work that Frank had to do to sing these songs, and the amount of work on the musicians, you get to hear that. You get to sit in on recording sessions, which I think are really cool. And I don't have a lot of access when it comes to Frank Sinatra. You know, I never really got to have any details about how hard he worked or the musicians surrounding him. This is the last Columbia release with Frank Sinatra before he went on to Capitol Records. And it is an absolutely stunning presentation if you order the one step. The 33 RPM record is great, but it doesn't have this incredible book. I read this entire booklet. Just wonderful information, all of these details. And you know, everybody thinks about Frank Sinatra and they look back on him, what a successful, one of the most successful vocalists that has ever been, most iconic. You can't think of anybody, maybe Elvis, Frank Sinatra. I mean, you just can't really think of Tony Bennett, maybe. You just can't think of these absolutely iconic vocalists. But this story, when you read the book and read the information in this, it's absolutely interesting to know that I look back at him and think, what a great success. But like every career, it had its ebbs and flows. And we get into that. We get a little bit of a taste into his love life of what was going on when he was recording this album, his relationship with Mitch Miller, and just incredible thoughts. You know, even Nancy Sinatra kind of gives you some tidbits that I personally had never known before. Great pictures, great illustrations. It's just what I said, a striving of excellence. You cannot get this kind of information. It's unbelievable how beautifully well done this is. Just, I mean, just look at this, like this little illustration with this man and woman and the turntable. And yet you're getting some really great behind the scenes pictures, not only of those recording sessions, but you also get interesting information about how these were recorded. And these were mastered, remastered, and cut by Chris Bellman from Bernie Grunman Studios in Hollywood. So you're getting a great sound, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that too. Here are also pictures behind the scenes from this release. So I don't want to give away too much about this, because if you get it and you want to read it, there's incredible information. And also, because I already had the 33 RPM version, I wanted to test the 45 RPM version. So, you know, you get the 33 RPM version, you know, and I played it. It's mono. It sounded great. Frank sounded fantastic. You know, like I said, I listened to it and I thought, okay, I don't need this one step. This is a great release. No problems. You know, I'll just not get this one step, even though I really wish I had waited and bought it. Well, when I did the comparison of the 45 RPM and the 33 RPM, I'll be honest with you, with it being a mono release, I just wasn't expecting there to be a huge difference. And I was blown away by how different they sound. You get so much more in-front sound of the band on the 45 RPM. You get more details. It just sounds like they've come closer to you. And even though I think Frank sounds amazing on the 33 RPM, and they did a great job, all of a sudden with this 45 RPM, you know, he is front and center. You know, the music itself takes you back to 1950. It is retro, and if you're into that, it's absolutely phenomenal, and I love it. I love that older sound. But, you know, in both releases, but especially that 45 RPM, even though the music is older, you feel like Frank's right there, alive, singing to you. So I think this is a fantastic one step. The details to the packaging, the insider listening of the sessions that go on, and just the quality of the sound. Beautiful pictures. If you are a Frank Sinatra fan, this one is for you. It is absolutely incredible. And I love what Impex is doing. I'm excited because I feel like we've got another really great music label that just has an excellence to sound quality, packaging. They're dedicated to quality and excellence. I just am very, very happy with that one step. So thank you again to AB Fawn for sending that my way. I am absolutely delighted with it. And I'm going to leave a link below so that you can check out different places you can buy that release. I think it's available like on Elusive Disc. Acoustic Sounds, Music Direct, which is having a sale right now. You can buy this record right now. So anyway, let's move on to the next record. And this one is one that, this is a dream come true, you guys. So if you are someone who loves great sound quality and you missed the very first one step by Mobile Fidelity that ever came out, like I did, this one is a no-brainer to own. It's absolutely incredible. It is Santana's Abraxas, and this is the Mobile Fidelity 33 RPM version on SuperVinyl. You guys, this one goes up in to be one of the best sounding records. You know, there are just certain records that stand out to you that you want to grab when you are testing out stereo equipment or acoustic panels or whatever you're wanting to do. When you're wanting to just give your stereo equipment a great listen, and this one is absolutely stunning. Of course, the first song is the one, Singing Winds, Crying Beasts. That one is one that I think anytime you're testing out stereo equipment or you're just wanting to show off to your friends, look what my stereo equipment can do. This is why I love vinyl. Oh my gosh, this is so incredible. And I have an original that's in good shape, and I have the Kevin Gray versions, and they're good. They're really, really good. But I have never heard this album sound the way it does. It's so unbelievably cool. All of the dynamics and the imaging and that lower end, I mean, it just absolutely blew me away when it comes to sound quality. So that first song just absolutely stuns you with all of the dynamics, all of the incredible guitar tone, the imaging, the panning back and forth is incredible. The way it just envelops the room. I now understand, this is the 33 RPM version. I now understand why that original one step is so highly sought after and desired, because I can't even imagine what that one sounds like, because I think this is absolutely tremendous. Of course, the song Black Magic Woman also sounds incredible on here. I just want to say Incident at Neshabar, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. What the first track is, as far as dynamics and just everything going on in that song, that last track for side one is so beautiful and clean and crisp, and the details are stunning. It's just the opposite, and yet so beautiful and incredible, that I just put this one up there as a strive to excellence from Mobile Fidelity, and I absolutely think this is one of the best sounding records in my collection. So I'm absolutely thrilled to own this. I would have bought it. I did get a promotional copy, so you can see here, but I would have absolutely bought this release because I'll never be able to afford on the secondary market that one step. But you know what? I'm getting a little bit of a taste of what that one step must be, and I am loving every minute of it. I think it's so great. So those are two records that I am so happy to now have in my collection, and I'm doing some exciting things, and I'm going to talk to you about that really soon, about my new music room and making it the best sounding room it can possibly be. Those are two records that are really helping me along the way because they sound excellent and the quality is beyond. So I'm really happy about those. And I just want to say, if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, the notification bell, but of course, most importantly, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.